super sensitive, very intuitive. Of course they're going to feel the shift. They're tuned on subtle things more than guys. And they're super tuned on stability, on inner axis. This is what they're tuned on. They can't help it. It's subconscious. They're not trying to be tuned on it. They're just tuned on it. This is what they want. They favor stability much more than, oh, how do I got any wrinkles here? How do I look? Yeah, oh no, I have some white, or gains. Like, they don't care. They don't care. That's superficial level. The bubblegum chewing girls, they care about that. But the people I'm talking to on this channel, I'm assuming you don't want the bubblegum chewing girls. The people that want the bubblegum chewing girls, then you'll go to the dating coaches and they'll tell you how to mac them. Say, look, this is what you do. Like, you don't call them and let them call you, or whatever they talk about. We're talking about here more higher level girls. Those who don't believe they exist, then you have to get the bubblegum chewing girls, I guess. So they like stability. Don't that take the pressure off, man? Once you know that, you don't have to, like, do you realize how many guys kill themselves in the gym and everything they do because the guys project onto the girls how they look at a girl. They think the girl looks at a guy like that. No, they don't look at them. They're totally different species. They're not looking at the guy the way the guy's looking at the girl. Man, how deep can we go? A guy is walking down the street, got gains, ain't got like this, but he's got a little something. And so he's walking by the girls, and the girls do their little laugh with each other. Hee hee. Guy likes it. They're checking me. They're not even really, you know why they're doing that? Here's a funny thing. They're not looking at you because of your perfect symmetry and your gains. They're like, okay, he's an above average, if there's number, let's say 1 to 10 in society, you can rate everybody. Okay, ooh, they're a 10. He's like a 0, drops too many loads. Okay, so the girls see a guy, let's say 7 and up. Yeah, okay, they appreciate maybe for a moment, like, okay, like they would a nice painting or something, like, that's fine. But what they're really doing is they're like, oh, this guy is above average in society, and girls want the above average, gives them stability, a sense of security. So they think, so they laugh. Then if they see the guy reacting to that, they're like, and a lot of this is all subconscious. They don't even know it. It's the program. This is how people are like walking robots, and they don't know it. They don't know why they react the way they do or what they do or anything. It's like we're living in a artificial simulated world, the bot world. So the girls do their little laughter. They get the guy. Then they're like, oh, look, he like checked. He liked that we were laughing at him. You know why they did that? Control. They just made what they perceive as an above average guy to notice their little thing that they did. They like that. They like that they have control over him. That's why they did it. They didn't do it because they just couldn't contain themselves. Like, wow. Now see, that's what a guy, when he whistles at the girls, I can't whistle. There, that's my whistle. So he's like lusting. He's like, damn. So when a girl does her little laugh, it's not that. She wants to get a reaction from him that he notices her. Well, and that's what they're feeding on, because they're like, okay, if I already got a little control now. So then if the guy turns around, he's like, yeah, so what's happening? The girl is thinking, okay, let's see what else. How much control do I have? And again, this isn't like premeditative. It's the play of the timing, age, and level of consciousness that we're living in. And so then she figures out, like, wait, if I give him attention, if I give him a lot of it, the more attention I give him, the more control I have. Wow, if I go up and oh wow, you're so nice, so strong. She's like, that's all I got to do, and I can probably get him to buy me stuff. I remember I saw this video a while ago, just a second of it, but there was this girl, she looked pretty good, and she got arrested, maybe DUI or something. So she's in the police station, and then the female cop has to strip search her before she goes to jail. She'll get bailed right out. So she didn't really care. So then, but she's talking to the female guard about, she was married. Oh, I think they were after her boyfriend because he was a drug dealer or something. And then she was saying, yeah, he's all hard on the street with his friends, but like all I gotta do is take this off and he's done. She's like, female guard's like, yep. If you could hear the conversations that girls have behind our back, that would be helpful, I think, maybe for some guys. Some guys are so deluded and such a vagina hound or addicted to it, they probably wouldn't matter, but it would give some real insight that they're playing you, man, so much, so often they're playing you. And we're thinking it, we're perceiving it in a way that makes our ego feel good. That is not what their motives are, though. We think we know why they're smiling and giggling. Man, they're like 2 steps ahead. But fortunately, you don't need to eavesdrop on their conversations to know what they're thinking and doing. All you got to do is know yourself, and you know to a pretty good degree other people's motives, whether it's a girl or not. And you get into a few relationships and you play around a little bit, then you'll get the real street knowledge. Then you know. That coupled with your own introspection that you do in your life and your own spiritual IQ, you just put it together and you figure it out. But the reason that I started saying at the beginning, I never know how these videos are gonna, I can't be locked in to a certain, I can't follow some protocol. Like, I'm only gonna talk about this. I gotta be free to speak spontaneously. Once the gate opens, I don't know what I'm gonna say. But I noticed something. I was saying that they're attracted to, why are they attracted? I said when you do semen retention, there's some shift in you and the girls notice it. Because they're attracted to stability. That's their rudimentary software that a girl has. They want stability. And so when they sense that, especially if you're not lusting, girls can sense if you're lusting. If you're, man, they can just sense in your eyes. I remember there was a girl, we had a platonic relationship, but we were naked together and went into the sauna together and did things, Didn't do anything sexual, but I'm glad too. That was fun. Try it. Get with the girl you like and just don't even touch her. But she was at my, when I was in Guatemala. She was a city girl. She was a rapper too. I liked it. I liked that. She was pretty damn good. Ain't got nothing on this, but So she was in my, cause we swam in the lake. They had the lake there, Lake Atitlan. So then afterwards, she went back into I had this cabin, and then she was taking a shower. And she didn't know how to turn the water up, or hot. Yeah, it's one of these third world showers, And so I said, look, I can't explain to you how to do it. I said, I have to show you, right? Because I wanted to see her. So then I opened the door and I showed her, but then I looked at her, and she was and she shut the thing because she could feel the way I was looking at her. I could feel it too. When I was looking at her, I saw myself looking at her. I'm like, damn it, why are you looking at her like that? I couldn't help it. And so anyway, girls, man, they feel that stuff. So if a guy's not doing that, if he's stable, because when you're watching porn and you're in lust all the time, what do you think? That's not going to bleed through into your everyday life? It did for me. It would come through. I look at girl cops like that. I could look at my employer or employees if they were girls, just anywhere, passing a girl, walking by, it would be there. So, and girls are so used to that. They're so used to that they can smell it a mile away. So if you're not doing that and you have some stability, they're going to be attracted to you. Even they don't want to be attracted to you, they're going to be attracted to you. Something's going to be attracted to you. Okay, here's the other side though. Look, these things are very complex, and I could speak for hours and hours, and still we wouldn't even cover anything hardly. There's so many things. Some girls won't be attracted to you because you intimidate them. They're like, he's in another league. I can't do anything. I can't do my little controlling stuff that I already shared about, 8 minutes ago. They somehow subconsciously quickly put that together, and they're like, no, he's too much work. I can't get what I want. And so they won't even bother with you. It just shows. It shows that they're looking for, a lot of girls are looking for they're looking for targets. And the same with the predators. They know energetically who their victim is. Some girls are like that. So they size you up really quick, and then if they can't have their way with you, they won't even look at you. So that can happen. It can happen more often than not. Actually, the more stable you are, the less looks you'll get. It can be like that too. It just depends. And some guys, they like to brag and say, well, I get all these looks. And okay, let me relate my experience to that. I used to say that too. I say, I don't know, like, man, I'm preserving my sexual energy, I'm fasting, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing my yoga. I don't want any girl, but man, they all look at me. Yeah, you know why though? Because I wanted them to still look at me. I was still looking for that validation and approval. So they could feel that on some level. They can feel if you want them to look at you. You can't hide it. They can feel it. It's an energetic, invisible transmission. They feel it. That's why they were looking at me. So if that's not there, you may not get many looks. Okay, so back to the stability. If you're stable, some girls won't notice you because, like, you can't do nothing for them. Other girls, they'll see it as a challenge. They're like, okay, he's pretty stable. That's what I want. I want a stable guy. But man, if I can control him on top of that, whoa, we're in business now. I don't know what this buzzing sound is. So they'll throw out a little something, a test. Back to if you're walking and they are together. They do this when they're together with another girl. They ain't gonna do it when they're alone. So they'll do a little giggle. If you bite, they know that you can be gotten, and you might want to get gotten. That's the thing. You see all these subconscious games that get played? This is why I'm like not interested anymore. It was fun when it was fun, but now it's not. I'm just tired. Like, who cares? Like, I played that game. So that can be the other thing though, that they like. They want to see how much control they have, and if it's a stable guy, then they get excited. If it's just some weak, insecure guy, there's no what's in it for them. The last one example is a higher level stable girl, less than 1% probably. Same with less than 1% of guys are actually stable. They'll notice that stability, but their reaction, it'll be more sober. It'll be appreciative. It won't be like a giggling nonsense, some bubblegum chewing tactic. It would be more like, it'd just be not like she's letting you know that you're solid. She appreciates that. She's complimenting you on your solidness without verbalizing it. Yeah, that kind of attraction is cool. I can appreciate that. Don't go expecting it and looking for it though. You'll get disappointed. There's not a lot of that around. Like I say, it's less than 1%. All right, I think I said everything I wanted to say. And this buzzing, I don't know how that's coming across, but 15 minutes, we're good. All right, I'll see you.